Hey everybody, it's me, John Anthony Chihawk Soltero. I am the anti-hero, and actually, really cool. I have two crowdfunding unboxings to present to you. Um, One is the Alterna comics Because You Demanded It. It's in this giant box. And then one is from Daphne. I hope I'm saying her name right. Daphne Lage from Egoworks. She even slapped a nice sticker on there. Good way to brand yourself. Shipped in a nice Gemini mailer. I saw Daphne's project because of a couple of these shows that are crowdfunding, talking about on Facebook where they do live streams and they talk about their campaigns and like how long they've been doing work and things like that. And I saw her on like two different ones, and second time I went in and I backed. I also backed another campaign off that same one. So I'm really proud to say, because I'm indie, because I do indie comics, I need to put my money where my mouth is. And that's super important to me. So I have decided to start using some of my money that I spend on comic books to back independent comic books. Like crowdfunding books is truly independent comic books. So let's see here. Did a great job of packing with good bubble wrap. That's always super important. I'm always, whenever I see somebody who's independent or, you know, a small business and they sell stuff, oh, this is loaded with extras. This is a nice, solid print. Signed by Daphne. That's about, I think, like 5x7. That's a nice print. And then there's a little mini postcard print with goodies inside. Really nice packaging job, I gotta say. This is also very awesome. Oh, sweet! It's a thank you postcard, and this is for saying thank you so much for your support on my Kickstarter for Egoraven, heir of the first unicorn 1 and 2. I hope to see you again for the Egoraven, heir of the first unicorn. Number 3, campaign debuting in September. So that's just a couple months away. I'll drop Daphne's link in the description below. It's egoworks.com. Ego, like I've got a big ego, because I do. Egoworks.com. This is a really nice die-cut Egoraven sticker. Wow, ooh, I got a whole bunch of these. Really nice vinyl printing on these. And these die cuts come out so well, especially when you've got like the unicorn horns coming out. And then this is a trade, oh sweet, a trading card. I've been wanting to do one of these too for one of my campaigns, and maybe we'll do that in the future. And well, here's the thank you postcard. Very nice artwork. And a really sweet Egoraven metallic bookmark. You can never have too many bookmarks, because you can never read too many books, right? So the tier that I backed got me Egoraven, heir of the first unicorn, issues 1 and 2, and it got me, I believe she says this is the prequel, and this is like a prestige format graphic novel one-shot called Legend of the Silk Rose. Really nice, thick book. I mean, like, I don't know why people say that. And then this is issue 1, heir of the first unicorn. Like, I'm not super big into fantasy, but I want to support independent creators. And there was, like, just reading about this really struck me as well. This looks like this is like a man horse, or not a centaur, like an anthropomorphized horse fighting like a velociraptor. That's pretty dope, right? So that's Egoraven. That's from Daphne Lage. Egoworks.com. I'm going to drop the link in the description below. And actually, I'm going to pause this right now so I can get this box open. All right. So we got this one opened and ready to go. This is Because You Demanded It from Alterna Comics. Now, I backed this last year in 2020. And it took quite a long time for this to be fulfilled. But I tell you one thing. Alterna Comics has that printing partnership program that I've told you about a bunch of times in previous videos about the Bubba Patrol. And they've put that on hold. They've put that on hiatus because that printer has had some issues with getting things printed and getting things delivered on time. So no doubt that had a lot to do with the delay on this. It's really weird that that was thrown in the bottom of this. I'm going to save this for last because I have no idea what this is. So I backed one of their tiers that was their collector box tier. So you got one of these magnetic fold collector boxes. And it comes with, this is the crazy thing on this. It comes with, you know how like back in the, oh snap, all these fell down. Back in the day when you would buy like a folder when you were going to school, and like some kids got the Trapper Keeper that had like the sports guy on it or whatever. Well, when I got a little bit older, like high school, I would get the folder that had like just the empty pouch in the front. And in that way I could take, you know, pictures out of magazines or like my favorite athlete, you know, some model from FHM or something like that. And put it, that's how old I am, you know, like I had FHM. So you got your Alterna Comics collector case. Magnetic seal, of course. Ooh, that's got a nice vinyl sticker on it. But the interesting thing about this, and it's kind of weird that they put the sticker on there. And the only reason I say that is because with this collector case, you get all these little slides, right? And I'm not going to show them all to you, but these are like artwork from some of the books that they produce. So then you can interchange them and put them in. But there's more. This side also says Alterna, right? This side has a little slot too. And that's where these guys come in. They're not bookmarks. These are, I mean, I guess you could use them for bookmarks. Like, look at that. You could change these out and probably not have the same one for, you could change it out every day of the month and you probably have a full month's worth, right? Probably more than a month's worth on this. So the combination would be friggin' endless. All right, I'm gonna pause this again and get this bad boy open. All right, it's a really cool little mini magnet. It says Alterna Comics on it. A little button. And I probably will not go through this entire stack because this is monstrous. I got a tier that had a ton of sketch covers in it. I love sketch covers. And some of them I love just to have, and some of them I love just to, you know, be able to draw on and stuff like that. So I'm really curious to see how they did this. All right. So this is the really cool thing about a lot of these campaigns is when you back and they hit certain goals and stuff like that, as you may know, they do stretch goals. And once you reach funding at that stretch goal, everybody who's backed something gets that extra thrown in. So we've got, let's see here. I think these are all the stretch ones right here. So just to show you, this is like a ton of back issues. Like every single back issue that they had, they did reprints on. And then once they hit tiers, they just kept going. So this is sketch cover for, it came out on a Wednesday. I honestly, like, look at the design on this, the masthead in the corner box. That's just like a classic look to me. There is Tinseltown. Nice little corner box. They empty corner box too, so you can make your own corner box, which is kind of neat. You're not getting that with my sketch cover. I've already made that corner box. And this one is, that's just kind of a cool one too. Baron Rat. Look at these packs, man. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. And then there's like sketch covers on the back of each of these too. Oh, can't see that. Anyways, so here's some extras. See, how do I get into this bad boy? So this looks like more sketch covers and some stuff that's being signed. And I believe this is something that's signed by Peter Cementi, who is the publisher. So we've got, these are pretty nice feeling books. I'm gonna have to ask them if they got these sketch covers printed the same way, but yeah, Downcast. I like this font a lot. Can't Kill Cade. T-Bird and Throttle. That's a big size book. Oh, wow, that's signed. Gods and Gears. Actual Roger. It's kind of an interesting title. I believe that's Red Koi. And then this is issue 1 of 4 in a limited series. It is called The Chair. I believe this is signed by Peter Cementi, the writer, and also the publisher. And you get some extras here. You get an Alterna Comics poster. Stickers. Oh, trading cards. Sketch trading cards. Checklist. I think this is the single issue checklist. So this has to do with what they've put out. So this is a blank trading card. This original hand-drawn card was created exclusively for you. So that's if you backed one of those tiers. But I still got the blank card. It's got all the information on the back. The character, the artist's name, the artist's signature, and the date that they completed it. That's a really great idea. And then this is an Alterna Comics trading card. And a thank you, which is always cool. I honestly, I like this better than somebody putting the thank you inside the book. I did a thank you inside the book, I think the first and second issue of the Bubba Patrol, but I'm not going to do that this time. I think I'm going to do the thank you postcard or the thank you letter. Nothing against putting it in the credits or inside the book. I'm fine with that for other people. I just feel it doesn't make it look as professional. So, all right. So, okay. We got 2 bonus, I guess these are bonus copies of Trespasser, issue 1 of 4. One of the things I love about Alterna, and it's one of the things that caught my attention, everything's on newsprint. That smell, like I'm not kidding you. The way the ink bonds to the newsprint, and this is high quality newsprint. Like a lot of people might think, oh, it's newsprint, it's not as good. Look, man, their price point is $1.50. Because when you use specific printing methods, you can charge a lower price point on your books. So, and it's a full-size comic book. It's full color. Some of them I think are black and white, though. They do some horror stuff in black and white. But that is my massive crowdfunding campaign. Again, check out Daphne, Lage, and EgoWorks Comics, egoworks.com. And look for her next campaign. I'm sure she's probably going to have some what they call catch-up tiers, so you can read everything that she's put out for Egoraven. I'm stoked, man. I'm just really, really stoked. Again, this is what it's about, making sure that independent creators have a voice and get their work out there. Every single contribution counts on a crowdfunding campaign. The way crowdfunding campaigns are measured. Yes, You want to hit your goal. You want to hit your stretch goals. That's always the ideal. But here's the thing. If you cannot, get a $50 tier or even a $20 tier, here's what you do. You go to the Indiegogo site. You go to the Kickstarter site, wherever they're going. You can back the campaign for $1. $1. What does that do? It pings the website, whatever website it is, telling them specifically that another person has backed that campaign, even though it's $1. It doesn't register what the amount is. It just pings that you backed Daphne's campaign, you backed Alterna's campaign, you backed my campaign. And you get, if 20 people, 30 people, 40 people, and people just keep going and clicking on that link and then backing for $1, it just keeps pinging up and it makes that campaign look amazing and it boosts them up. That's how the algorithms work. It's not necessarily that your campaign fully funded in 24 hours or 8 hours or 3 days or whatever. It's the fact that people keep hitting up that campaign and backing it and clicking that pick a tier or back this tier or back for $1. That's what counts. And that's what helps fund this dream of creating comic books, pouring our hearts out on paper for you. Hope you choose to back independent comic book creators and other independent creators on different crowdfunding platforms and supporting them and making sure you're picking up independent comics off the rack at your local comic shop. So as I'm going to be saying, keep buying comics, and I'll see you in the comments. Take care.